And now, introducing Master Drummer of AV Club, Granger!
You want to try?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ramcast. I'm your host, Savannah, with hosts Stan and Casey. Granger, as always, is our, not host, but actually he's kind of more of a jack of all trades. And our special guest, Brock Myers from the Drumline. That was a very, very beautiful, I was going to say something else, but then my brain froze on me. My bad. But that was a very nice drumming that you did.
Thank you.
I've been through a day of school, all right? Give me a tad bit of a break. We're just back from spring break.
Yeah.
We are going to make this a memoriam to James Ware, since he has tragically passed. And he was on the Drumline back in 2019. We even have a couple of photos that aren't accurate here of things he did in the school, of different, times he had played. So tell us, while I show the pictures, why don't you tell us a bit about, Brock and how you kind of knew him?
So I joined Drumline my freshman year during a summer band camp. And he basically was one of the people that helped, because during band camp they teach you how to play they teach you a cadence by the end of it, which is basically just a song using only drums. He taught us how to play one, and then he just in general was fun to have around. He was really good at what he did. He had a lot of passion for drums, and I really influenced me. And there was a Chicago honor band trip my freshman year, and him and I went as the percussionists, and him and I really got closer during that, and it was a lot of fun. He showed me a lot about drumming. He helped me a lot with learning the music.
What is, kind of in your way, your favorite memory that you have with him?
Probably performing at the Chicago honor band. Because him and I really didn't know the music great at first, so we were kind of winging it, but it was a lot of fun anyways. He really helped me. He showed me where to get back on time for everything.
Did he teach you anything that to this day it still kind of sticks with you?
Yeah, the way he plays drum set, he would play drum set for the basketball season. A lot of his fills and just the style he played in, I've taken that, and that's kind of molded the way I play drums nowadays.
I think that's a very, very lovely way of saying we miss you. So I think we'll head on to other questions that we have as well. So do any of you have any questions down there?
Why did you choose drumline over, let's say, band or any other instruments?
Well, I got a drum set when I was in 8th grade. I really got into it. I'd previously tried trumpet when I was about in 5th grade. Just wasn't that into it. It just wasn't my thing. But drums I really got attached to, and so I just stuck with it because I really love it.
What do you think would have happened if you never went to that band camp?
Honestly, probably wouldn't have joined band. Band camp definitely did help form a lot of my passion for music. Met a lot of cool people, got a lot of friends for freshman year as well, because I came from a school in Centralia, so I didn't know anyone that was going here. So it was nice to have a way to meet new friends that had similar interests to me.
So, Granger, do you have any questions over yonder where Golson is?
Well, I did think of one thing. What inspired you to get into drumming?
I think part of it was I would go to church and I watched the drummers play for that. And they allowed students, because it was a Christian school, and they allowed some students to drum for the church. And I was like, wow, that looks fun. I want to try that. And so I did. I learned how to play, and I played for one of the church sermons. And it really, really interested me a lot.
So, a basic overview of what drumline is in case somebody who's watching us doesn't know what it is.
So, drumline is the best part of band. There's nothing better than us. If you look at the trophies from the most recent, of my 4 years anyway, there's a first place drumline trophy. There's not a first place band trophy in there. There's a second place because they're below us. Drumline's the best. So basically,
A little proud now.
yeah, of course I'm proud. But with drumline, we're like a huge family, I'd say it as. We have fights and stuff, but we all, we just get back together. We're good friends. We're really good friends. And there's just there's a different connection with drumline than I feel there is with the other instruments, because there's 3 different instruments in the main drumline, well 4 if you include cymbals, but we're all cool. That's the difference. We are a huge part of all the music that is played, and some instruments aren't. That's why I just think drumline is the coolest.
You gotta love what you enjoy, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
How do you feel about tuba? You gotta ask that.
oh, tuba.
Tuba. Tuba's pretty cool. I love low brass. Low brass sticks with us, so I enjoy low brass a lot.
I think that's because Bennett was getting a tad bit
Camera,
upset.
He's out, sorry.
We stopped the cameraman, guys. That sucks.
Oh no. Come back, Ben!
On back to the video. We can ignore all that. So, any more questions?
Okay, have you been drumming like longer than 8th grade?
No, I started playing drum set towards like the middle, Christmas of 8th grade. That's when I got my drum set. So I haven't really played drums since then. That's when I started, and then I started playing like marching drums during band camp.
Do you ever regret not starting drumline before 8th grade?
It wasn't offered, but there was band offered at my school. I could have joined percussion there. And honestly, no, because it might have changed my interests if I started earlier on non-marching instruments, on more concert-y stuff. I might have found it boring, and it might have killed my passion for it, and it might have just ended up with me never trying it in the first place.
Do you have any questions down there at the end of the table again?
Speaking out forever like a beast.
That's what we hired
Okay.
you for.
Okay.
You didn't hire me.
Oh, what?
I came back.
Okay.
I've got a
With
question.
you be okay.
Okay, no, you
No.
go ahead.
Okay. With you being in drumline and having done it since like 8th grade, have you ever written your own music or anything?
When it comes to that, yeah, I've been working on a cadence, which I hope to get done by the end of this year, to hopefully give to the next year for them to learn. It's a lot of work, and writing music like that, it takes a lot of work, and it's fun though. It's definitely something fun to do, but I personally haven't done it a lot.
You keep saying cadence. Is that how you guys say song or music?
Yeah, so cadence for us, it's there's your typical songs, which has the full band, but then cadence is it's where it's just the drums playing. There's melody and I'd say the tenors, which I didn't bring a pair with me, but tenors, they're more melodic drums because they have pitched drums. Snare, they kind of lay down your be like the drums of a typical song. And then your bass drums, they're your backup. They're your deep, boom, really cool sounding stuff. Same with cymbals there. They're really cool.
Would you ever go into further education for drumline and or make it out of a career? make a career out of it?
Yeah, there's plenty of things you can do past high school with drumming. I myself plan on, if I go to a college that has a drum line, I'll try to join it. But I'm not sure I'd go out of the way to learn like how to teach it like be an actual professional teacher, just because I have a passion for it. But I'm worried if I make it a job, I might lose passion for it.
I know that Granger had a question a while back, and it was kind of about what is the hardest part about drumline?
Technique. Technique is a huge thing that you really it takes a bit to get down, but everyone in drumline is very supportive, and they're willing to help each other out and to make sure they can learn the proper techniques to use.
Anything down there? Anything else, resurfaced?
I was wanting to ask about the project you're working on for me.
Oh yeah.
What?
He's working on I haven't told anybody about this special project that I asked. Well, Mr. Mateka asked you, right?
Yeah, he
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, hi.
So,
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about that.
So with this special project, I'm working on like in a newscast. They've got that real dramatic opening. Like it's just like full of like it's got like a bunch of like booms in it for some reason. It's just real dramatic sounding, and it's a nice opener. It's like, oh wow, this is what's happening. This is what's coming on. This is what I'm about to see. I'm working on like something like that for this like a little intro song thingy.
Yeah, cool. Can anybody do that intro? Granger, can you make the newscast intro sounds effect for us? You know what that sounds like? You got a microphone right there. It's your chance.
now
You know what that sounds like?
You got this.
You just gotta think about it. You gotta get in the right beat, right?
Okay, do you want us to give it you a beat?
Savannah, do you know it? Do you know this newscast intro?
No, but I can give him a beat and he can work off of it.
Give him a beat.
There you go.
Give him a beat. We're on there. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Anybody want to add anything to that? This is your chance.
Come on, you guys got it.
Hey, real quick while we're at it, you told me you were trying to think about maybe adding some loyalty in.
Yeah, I wanted to take some of the notes they use in our school's loyalty because that's a big thing the band plays, and I wanted to try to incorporate that into it and maybe drag some notes out, just kind of make it more dramatic, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that'd be kind of cool because we're the Rams, so
Cool.
It also work because it's the Ramcast.
yeah.
I mean, come on, man's got a point. He's got a point. You can't fault him for that.
Bennett, do you have any questions? No. All right.
Great.
No, don't please get me on camera.
Oh.
No, you can't play anymore. Sit down. Sit down. No more playing for you. No more playing for you. I know you want to. Leave it to the professionals. Do you have any more questions on?
We can,
And you're cutting
Granger,
off-
can you
you're
read
cutting
the
off my
next
face.
question
Yeah,
up there
I'll
about
put-
skills?
So, what kind of skills do you need to be a good drummer?
Well, rhythm. That's that's your main job as a drummer. You're keeping the rhythm down, making sure everyone else is listening back to you. That's why I say we're the most important. Without us, you might lose where you're at. It's like low brass. They tend to do that too. They keep. Other parts are a bit more simple, but it helps. It really does help. The drums and just those low bassy tones. They just really help. Make sure everyone stays together and plays as a band instead of 30 kids playing their own song at the same time and almost being right together.
At first you said low brass. I thought for a moment you were going to say low brow. So the next time you see low brass, people playing, you'd be like, low brass? Huh? More like low brow.
I'll make sure to use
I
that,
take
especially
that,
with the.
I take that as an insult. Seeing, as I'm a tuba player.
I mean, you're a boy, so you already have lowbrow humor.
Wow.
Oh, Bennett though.
That makes you laugh from all the way in here.
Yes.
We have this long tradition on our show of somebody walking out in the middle of it. Usually Casey likes to
Because
walk
of the
out
hot
in
dog
the show.
question.
Yeah, she usually gets upset.
Oh
about that.
man. Oh, that was good.
But Bennett's been more, he's been more sensitive lately.
Adding character.
We can cut a lot of this out. Oh man.
No, we can leave it in. I think it's good stuff.
No.
Get Bennett hiding. This is the part of the show where our cameraman hides behind a curtain.
Apparently.
I'm not having a curtain.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I guess this can go into the song. I guess it can go into how wacky it can be sometimes. Here.
Okay, do your arms ever get tired when you're playing the
That's
drums?
such a good question.
Definitely. We've marched parades. I'm good. I don't want to get this wrong. If I remember right, we marched, what was it, 2 or 3 parades?
I think 2 parades in a row.
Yeah, it's 2 parades in a row. That's rough. Yeah, it's a lot of work on everything with drumline, because you're going to be marching, because we do field shows and then we do parades.
Kind of why I wasn't playing too.
Your feet will get tired, but you get stronger. You build muscle in your back, hands, arms, basically everything you use. Because drumline, it's a full body workout. Like that's the way I would describe it, because you're walking, so you're carrying these drums, which snare drum luckily is about 20 pounds with the harness, but for our unfortunate tenor players, they're about 40 something pounds. So it's a lot of weight. But you build up back muscles.
What's the longest you've had to go while performing?
The longest performance, marching-wise, that I've had to do. I'd say probably the Centralia Parade. I think that might have also been my freshman year. Yeah, it was, because someone threw a hot dog at another school.
Another school. Band
No,
or?
our school. One of the kids in our school.
Oh.
Yeah.
In your band?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was pretty bad, but yeah, that parade was. It was over an hour of marching, so that was brutal. It was very brutal, and it was very slow, and it was freezing outside.
No wonder why we didn't go to it this year.
I wish we would have. It was fun. I was marching tenors, I think, that year, or bass, so that wasn't fun.
So before we wrap up with all of our questions, what's the easiest way to get into drumline?
Join band.
Yeah, if you
band.
you can talk to Mr. Mateka, depending. He's the band director over there in G Wing.
Oh, we know him extensively.
You can talk to him, and I'm sure he'd love to help build the size of our drumline, because, we're not losing many people this year. Last year we lost a lot of people because they were older. If I remember right, Lorian and I, we're the 2 who are going to be leaving drumline this year.
R.I.P. Lorian.
Yeah, but just talk to Mr. Mateka, and I'm sure he'd love to set you up. He'll put you in the band that he thinks, because if you don't have experience, he'll probably put you in beginning band, build up your technique, show you how to learn rhythms, and it's great, and it really helps.
So, are there any more questions from anybody else here? None? So I think it's demonstration time.
That was really nice, guys. It's really good.
So I can just play a few little things that we as a drumline, there's some exercises we can do. I can show those. Those are pretty fun. Then yeah, so. one thing we use a lot to build technique because it's just really helpful. See, I'm trying to think if I remember any little drum licks or anything. Sure, I can play something. There. I haven't played. I'm sure I can. Okay. Oh, that's rough. Don't do that. Yeah.
Dang. Woo!
That's all I can really
What
think.
was that?
It's just a little thing.
Just a little
kind of vibing, me jamming.
He do be jamming, says
There's
Shauna.
0 G's in that sentence.
John-
but,
Shauna's back there having a grand old time apparently.
You be vibing. All right.
He be
Good
vibing.
job, Shauna.
He be
Thanks.
jamming.
Thanks for that. Good job. She gets producer credit today. Tell us about this thing here. Tell us about this.
okay, so this right here, this is what we use to march our drums, and because obviously this doesn't like attach to your body. That's just not how that works. So this is a metal harness. Basically, we slip it over like a hoodie, which is kind of inconvenient, but it just smushed my mic. You spelled big wrong, but yeah. So take this, and then you would take your drum and just pop it right through these hooks, and boom. Now you can march with the drum on. You have pretty good control with it. I mean, it moves with your body. It doesn't really. This is in the way, but it's really stationary on your body. So like when we're doing our marching drills, we'd wear these because if we're wearing something loose or it's wobbly around, we wouldn't be able to march and play at the same time. It just wouldn't work at all.
So I got one last question I want to ask, and that's about. I'm not going to run away like you do.
Golson's the host
You
today.
are. I'm excited about Drumline. I've always been excited about Drumline. I'm really glad that you came and did this. So
You're all zoomed in.
when you guys do a performance in Drumline,
Yeah.
how much of that is scripted? And then, because I know I've seen Drumline performances like Jacob and James would get crazy
Yeah,
in
dance
the
around.
assembly. Do you guys, is that all just off the cuff?
So-
Or do people script a lot of that out? When you do a performance, how much of that is planned and how much it just happens?
So with our performances, really the only thing that's planned is the song. It's like whenever we play a song, that's about the most planning we do, and then we go out on the floor, especially during assemblies, we get like free range of the floor. Trying to think, we've done like circles before. We'll get in a circle and we'll walk in a circle while we play. That's really fun. When we had cymbal players, I know there is a video of James, it's pretty old, but it's before I was here, but he's running around and just going crazy with the cymbals because they're the most versatile for like moving around and stuff. But yeah, none of it's really planned out. Like the songs, and then say during the assemblies this year, Lorian and I did some like senior only stuff. Like the seniors would go and play for the seniors. Yeah, that's about as most planned out as it gets. That's about it.
Well, I personally think, sadly, this is the end of Ramcast for today. This is your host, Savannah, with Granger as the jack of all traits. We have Casey over here, we have Stan, and we have our lovely guest, who will restate his name.
I'm Brock. Yeah.
Yeah!
Thanks a lot for coming